thank you so much for being here with us and giving us your time. My name's Elliet. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about what you do with the Animal Welfare Society?
I'm Renee Gardner. I manage the shelter. I've been here for 34 years. I was a volunteer before I became an employee, and I just kind of manage all the goings-on from animals to people, the community, you know, whatever needs doing.
Wow, that's incredible. That's a lot. So could you tell us a bit more about the origins of the Animal Welfare Society?
Animal welfare started in 1965 by a group of women in New Milford who were very concerned about the dogs being euthanized at the animal control facility. So they started an organization and would take dogs out as they had the means to support them. And from that, it has grown over the years to many volunteers, to a facility, and become what it is today.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, I mean, we sort of talked about it, but what's the mission of the Animal Welfare Society?
Animal Welfare Society, our mission is to help animals in our communities that have nowhere else to go. We're one of the few shelters that take in old animals, diabetic animals, animals with other health concerns. We are not a shelter that just places kittens and puppies and moves on to the next. We're here if an animal goes out and has to come back, no matter how long, we take that animal back into the shelter so they're never astray again.
So what is the scope of the Animal Welfare Society? Like, what kind of animals do you take and where do they come from?
We're supposed to normally take dogs and cats. We do take the little parakeets or rabbits or guinea pigs that are found outside by animal control officers. We don't take them from private homes, but ones that are outside we do. Our dogs and cats come from our immediate area, New Milford and the surrounding towns. We work with animal control. If a dog is in there and not picked up after 7 or 10 days, they'll call us. We will bring that dog in here. We also work with owners for whatever reason they can no longer keep a pet, economy, illness. A lot of older people whose lifestyles change and they cannot keep the pet. When space is available, we also work with high kill shelters in the south. We have rescue partners down there that will have dogs sent up to us for placement.
Right. And what are some difficulties that come with here being a no-kill shelter?
Well, I think a no-kill shelter means that we don't eliminate animals to bring in other animals. So we're always running usually very full with a waiting list. We have to evaluate the animals to make sure that they're going to be, if somebody is placing a dog, for instance, who can't be around other dogs, this is not the place for that dog to come because it's going to be tortured. So being a non-kill means you have to keep working through the lists and we just can't take everything in.
Yeah, yeah, there has to be some limits.
Limits, exactly. Space limits.
Yeah, I bet. And what's the process when a new animal comes in, like the transition process?
The transition starts with getting them medical care. We want to get them vaccinated, check for parasites, do blood work, so we know the health of the animal. Then they're spayed or neutered, any other medical procedures they might need. They're evaluated and then put up for adoption.
Awesome. And so then what's the adoption process like?
The adoption process, we ask everybody to fill out a pre-adopt form. It gives us an idea of what you're looking for. You know, do you live in an apartment or on a farm? Because some dogs would do better, or cats, in different environments. And once that's done, we show you who is here. We're going to want your animals, if you have other pets at home, to be spayed, neutered, and taken care of. We'll do a vet check. If you rent, we do require something from a landlord stating it's okay to have whatever you're adopting. And then we are here for the support after the adoption, getting your animal, dog or cat, settled into your home.
Wow, awesome. So how would somebody get involved with the Animal Welfare Society?
We have, we couldn't exist
Yeah.
the way we do without our volunteers. Our volunteers give our animals so many extras, the walking, the attention. They're not crazy needy because they've got so much. We've got the play yards. We have groups of people that take them out and do agility and do play yards. There's always a lot of cleaning and laundry, paperwork. We also do community outreach. We do fundraising events, so volunteers are needed for all those events as well.
And do you provide volunteer opportunities for minors, or what does that look like?
We do. We try to, so many people, younger people want to do this, which is wonderful. We try to concentrate on the kids in the ag schools who need this kind of volunteering to complete their education. Other people that have an interest in maybe becoming a veterinarian, a vet tech. So we do get a lot of younger people in, which is amazing. And it's so good for the animals because they're going out into a community where they're going to be with all sorts of different people, and they get to meet so many. It's great.
That's awesome. That's really cool. My sister's in an ag school, so I think she's looked here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so what kind of outreach programs and fundraising is there here?
Well, we try to do community events like Goat Days, the Apple Festival. We have a booth at Petco. We partner with Petco. We have cats there. Once a month we go there. We bring some dogs to hang out, let people know we're here and what we can do for the community. We have low-cost spay and neuter, helping, settle in a pet. Maybe you don't have to give up that pet. Maybe we could come up with some solutions. We work with the food bank, social services, so that food is donated to them. They distribute it as they see fit. And we hope to do more. We really want to get a true education program where we can go into scout troops or schools, wherever somebody might need us to, give some information.
Yeah, that's awesome. I came here before the renovation as a Girl Scout, and we brought donations and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's so fun. It's so fun to have, and young people get interested, in, wow, this could be a career, or this could be something I volunteer and really love. So it's important.
It's just getting out there and reaching out to people.
Yeah, it's surprising how many people, because New Milford and the whole area has grown so much, they don't know we're here. And we'll be at Petco on a Saturday and they'll say, where's the shelter? Right down, so it's really good to get out there and let people know.
Yeah. And so what kind of donations do you take or need?
We always take food, towels, blankets, toys, cleaning products, soap, laundry soap, Windex, paper towels, bleach, lots of, the basic sponges, anything like that.
And I'm sure there's an endless need.
There is. We go through a lot of food and cleaning supplies.
Yeah, awesome. And do you have an online presence? Is there a
We
way to
do.
find
We
that?
have a website. It's aws-shelter.org. And that's our website. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, I guess, and some other things. The younger girls do that.
Yeah, awesome. And so what would you say to someone who's thinking about adopting but not sure how to make it work?
And that's the best kind. We love to have an adopter who comes in and just needs information. And we'll start with what's your lifestyle? How long are you at work? Maybe you couldn't do a dog, but a cat or a couple kittens would do really great in your environment. Do you like, on the weekends hanging out and watching movies, or do you like hiking and swimming? So we kind of get all those things, and then we help them narrow down what would maybe fit into their lifestyle. A lot of people get animals not planning to give them up in 6 or 8 months, but they pick the wrong kind of dog or a cat that they just didn't plan on the activity level. Australian Shepherds are beautiful, cute little dogs, but you got to be go, go, go all the time. And they herd your children. So it's really good to talk to people and just what are your expectations?
Yeah, to figure it out beforehand. So you don't
Before,
have to
because
worry.
ultimately our goal is for our adopters to be happy, our animals to stay there forever. We don't want to make bad matches.
Yeah. And so why is it important to adopt as opposed to shopping or
I
something
think
like that?
I have nothing against people that breed well-bred dogs. They're showing them in the show ring and they're responsible breeders. But there are so many people that are unresponsible and they're making a living breeding all kinds of mixes and unhealthy animals, and it just, to adopt, first of all, you get a health certificate. We do all the medical work. It's done, and we can tell you this cat is healthy, this dog, here's the blood work. The dog or cat will be spayed or neutered. That surgery is somewhere in the vicinity of $600 to go to the vet. People don't realize that when they go get free to a good home or buy from a breeder, that those expenses still occur. So, and once again, we kind of help guide the person through the process and find something that matches their home.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what kind of funding do you receive here?
We actually, it's all private donations. We receive no funding from the state, the town, government funding. So we have benefactors who support us through our fundraising. Our adoption fees, which are minimal, go back into the animals. It's by no means a profitable business, but we do receive no support. So it's all independent fundraising.
That's incredible.
Yes.
That's amazing that you can have such a beautiful place and provide.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
I think people support our mission, which is fabulous. You know, that we've established good relations and they understand how we work and how much we care about the animals and our community.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask about the renovation. Like, what was the process to getting there and having it done?
The process for the renovation, one of our board members became the trustee of a large endowment that was to be spent on an animal cause. So we applied and received that endowment. So that's how this was able to come about. We're so thankful because we were so squished. And it just gives us, in the winter, such an opportunity, like, to show the animals. Before, in the winter, when we're open late at night, we'd be out there in the sleet, in the dark, trying to show a dog, and they're not happy, we're not happy. It allows us to have meetings with scouts and students and just do a lot more for the community.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's incredible.
It is. It was a long road getting there. As I said, we were living in trailers in the parking lot, and the cats were in one trailer, and it tested our patience, but it was worth it.
But still helping those animals.
Right. Yeah, we never stopped operating.
That's amazing. So how does the Animal Welfare Society collaborate with other organizations to further your mission?
All the animal welfares in the state of Connecticut are independent. There's no, coalition of them. But we do work together. We'll, talk to them and try to work with them if they have a certain animal they're trying to place. But we're all pretty much in the same boat, so it's hard to refer or work with.
Yeah.
But we're very supportive of each other's mission because we're all in it together.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know, I would have expected some public funding, but it's kind of disheartening, but also incredibly heartwarming that it's all privately funded.
Yeah, it's privately funded. Yeah, the towns, it's just never happened.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure that's incredibly difficult to get, but it's awesome that this can still run and that there's so many others in the state of Connecticut.
Right.
Yeah. Everywhere, I bet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
for speaking
welcome.
With us.
You're welcome.
Come adopt, come visit, come volunteer.
Yeah.